With me now is Portia Bangarazako, who is Head of Sustainability at Old Mutual. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Talk to me about what has ignited your imagination,
In
COP27.
So COP27, this is my second COP. The first one was in Durban, which is 2011. I felt like there's been such a major change after the Paris Agreement or the Paris COP in terms of how we frame the climate discussion, in terms of how finance is being discussed. So it feels like we have leapfrogged, but also as a sustainability practitioner, I know that we don't have much time.
From an Old Mutual perspective,
Yes.
obviously sustainability is at the center of everything that you do.
Absolutely.
What are the key innovations that you are driving from an Old Mutual perspective?
I think from a climate change perspective, I think the one thing that Old Mutual has decided to do or is focusing on is put society in the center of what we do. We understand that where we are operating and where there is a huge amount of risk, but there's also an opportunity. So there is currently a lot that we are doing around investing in the green economy, but it also just reminds us that the decisions that we've made about not investing in new thermal coal are actually very much in line with the sense and the feeling around the world around fossil fuels. We're not saying that fossil fuels are going to be it's going to be the end of them. I think there's just this idea and understanding that there's so much risk, but also there's a lot to tap into on opportunities and changing our economies, which have got so much, there's such a big expectation.
I love that perspective of your having attended COP in Durban in 2011, and 10 years on, 11 years on, you can say actually a lot has shifted.
Yes.
Are you encouraged that we are in fact moving in the right direction? Because there are many out there who are saying, it is all about, in fact, the African Development Bank has coined this phrase, it's about mega talk and
yes.
no action. He wants, he wants mega talk to turn into megawatts, megawatts. Do you think we are making progress?
I think we're making a lot of progress. Actually, our CEO, Ian Williamson, is one of the signatories of the 56 or 57 companies in Africa, in the continent, that are looking at not just adaptation only and asking the world to put money where their mouths are, but they're also saying we are going to do what we can to mitigate for the risk. And that talks to, if you look at what Old Mutual is invested in renewables, there's been a lot that has been done in social housing as well, in agriculture. I think what's going to happen going forward is that you'll be seeing a lot more of us talking about these wonderful things that I say that we do, but at the heart of it is the understanding that we cannot have business as usual with what we are used to. We're going to have to accelerate the pace at which the investment that is needed and injected, and make sure that we also bolster resilience. With what happened in KZN earlier this year, we are actually becoming acutely aware of how this affects us, but then we can be part of the solution to making sure that the infrastructure that is built is very resilient to other climate calamities.